Hey, morning miss. Hello miss, my name is Shagaan Ganen. So I'm a third year medical student. So before we proceed, may I know your name and age please?
I'm Rachel, I'm a 56-year-old woman.
Okay. So may I know, is this your first time visiting to the family medicine clinic?
Yeah.
Okay. So can I know what brings you here today?
Oh, actually I had this wound on my right leg.
Okay.
It's at the bottom of my feet, I just don't know.
Okay, can you point it out? Where is it?
Here.
Okay.
Bottom here.
Bottom here. Okay, I see. Okay. So how long you have been having this wound?
1 week already.
1 week already. So can you tell me what were you doing, or like how did this happen?
I was actually playing with my grandchildren and then suddenly, I think it was a branch I stepped on the branch and then I fell down and then got this wound.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so did you notice it then and there, or was it like a few days later only you could?
Yeah, I realized then because it was a bit painful.
Okay.
And then there was a bit of blood.
Okay.
So I washed it and then I put plaster.
Okay. So did the bleeding stop there?
Yeah, it stopped.
Okay, bleeding stopped lah. And the pain you mentioned, are you still experiencing the pain now?
A bit, but less lah.
Okay. Okay, so other than the blood that's coming out, so now you say you have a wound, right, and it's not healing. Okay, so do you notice any like discharge or any water like substance coming out of the wound?
I think got something yellowish coming out.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit smelly also.
Smelly also lah.
Yeah.
So when you clean the area, it still starts coming out lah. Okay, and the bleeding, it's stopped now lah. Okay. What about the pain? Are you still experiencing the pain now?
A bit, but slightly less.
Okay.
On the first day, it was more painful.
Okay. So, Ms. Rachel, if I give you a scale from 0 to 10, 0 there's no pain at all, 10 is the worst pain that you're experiencing, how would you rate your pain right now? After
Now probably 4.
4, I see. Okay. So, the size of the wound, right? So, how would you describe it? How from like what size and now how big it is now?
Maybe a small dot.
Is it like
small dot.
from here and then now it's
like a bigger like the size.
like a 10-cent coin?
Like a 10-cent coin.
Oh, okay. So from here now it's become here lah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you notice any swelling or any redness around the area as well?
No redness.
No redness or anything lah. Okay. So other than your wound, do you experience any fever, any chills and dry gauze, anything like that? Nothing like that lah. Okay. And while you walk, is it painful for you?
Yeah.
Okay, it's painful for you lah. Any calf pain, anything like pain that radiates above your leg, just at the area lah. Okay. So have you tried taking any medication at home to relieve your pain? Nothing of the sort lah. Okay. Okay. Alright. So I would like to just ask you a bit more further about your other medical history lah, Ms. Rachel. Is that okay? Okay. So do you have diabetes?
Yeah, I have diabetes, but 20 years ago.
Oh, it's been 20 years lah. Where were you diagnosed at first?
I think in the hospital for checkup. I think checkup for my work.
KK lah, that's KK lah. Okay. So are you still under follow-up there?
Yep.
Okay. And are you taking like medication, like oral medication or insulin?
Taking insulin.
Insulin lah. How many times per day?
Twice a day.
Twice a day lah. So do you need any assistance with your insulin taking, or you can do it on your own?
Normally I do it on my own. I think it's correct lah.
Okay. And you were taught on the correct technique and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you follow that usually?
Sometimes I forget lah because work is very busy.
I see. Okay.
So sometimes I forget to take. Yeah.
Okay, so you miss on your insulin sometimes lah. So do you know how many units of insulin in the morning and night?
Not sure.
Not sure lah. Okay. Alright. So do you know your recent any lab blood tests that you did for your during your checkup?
I do it at home normally.
Okay.
But I actually missed my 2 appointments
Oh,
before.
I see. Okay.
Because I was so busy.
Okay.
And then I did it at home. With the doctor, I got right in my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. So I could see it's quite high lah, your blood this one also. But you're not aware of your HbA1c, like the 3 months of sugar in your body, so you're not aware of that lah. Okay. So also, so you have a book at home lah, that you usually write. Okay. Have you had any like hospitalized for your diabetic condition? No. Okay. Okay. So do you have any eyesight problems? Have you done any surgeries on your eyes? Nothing of that lah. Any numbness in your legs or finger area? Nothing like that lah. Okay. And when you're urinating time, do you experience any like you notice your urine is bubbly or frothy kind of appearance?
Actually, sometimes.
Sometimes yes lah. And have you got it checked before? No, you don't. Okay, busy lah. Okay. Other than that, no. Have you had any heart attack or stroke or anything like that? Nothing. Okay. Alright. So okay. And do you have any like high BP or cholesterol, high cholesterol?
I don't think so.
You don't think so lah. Okay. Alright. So only diabetic lah. Okay. So let me also ask a bit about your family history. So are your parents still around, Ms. Rachel?
No. I'm living with my husband now.
Okay.
And then I'm living with my son and his wife also.
Wife
He
also.
has children with him.
I see. Okay. So any of them experiencing any similar symptoms to yours? Any wound?
Oh, actually, my parents have diabetes.
Okay.
And then my siblings also. I think almost all of my siblings have
Okay.
diabetes.
All of them have diabetes lah. And all of them are under medication?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone like had any severe wound or anything that had to be amputated, anything like that you know lah?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. Okay. So where do you work with Rachel?
Oh, I work in the factory behind here.
Factory lah. I
Normally
see.
just standing lah.
Okay, you have to stand a long time. So it must be difficult for you lah to be
Yeah,
standing with the wound and everything. I see. Okay, and sorry to ask you, I just want to clarify. Do you smoke or anyone around do you that smokes? No lah. Do you consume alcohol anytime? No lah. Okay lah. So and you mentioned you stay with your husband and your son and your family lah. Okay. So in terms of diet, have you been taught have you been thought of any specific diet for diabetic patient? Have you been referred to nutritionist or anything? No lah. So when you eat, usually where do you eat, at home or outside?
If I'm working, and then after that I just go to a mama around the place. Any food I can get.
So you eat outside and sometimes you eat inside at your home also lah. I see. Okay. Any exercise in terms of you're busy with your work lah? I see. Okay. What food do you most like? Like what?
I like teh ice.
Teh ice lah. So like more sugar kind of sugary food lah. Can you understand? Okay, this one I just want to ask you like, do you have any idea like why is the wound is there, or like any idea that you have?
I also don't know. I just think it's infection lah. I'm not sure about it.
Okay, it's an infection lah. And are you concerned about it?
Yeah, I'm actually quite concerned because I have a few diabetic friends also.
Oh, okay.
They had to have their leg amputated like buang the kaki. So I'm also a bit worried like in case I also kena buang kaki.
I see.
So I don't want that lah.
Okay, I understand. So for this time around your consultation, how would you like me to help you with your condition? Like what kind of help I can proceed with?
I think just with the pain, and then I just scared I don't want to amputate.
Okay, so
it,
you want to cure the infection and at the same time do something for your pain lah. Okay. So we'll get to that, but before that I would like to probably have a look at your leg lah and look at the wound, and we'll proceed from there lah. Okay. Okay, good morning, Miss Rachel. So I'll be examining your leg now lah, both your legs for the ulcer. Is that okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you. So I'll open up. Alright. Sorry, Miss Rachel, I'll be lifting up your leg for a while.
Okay, it's okay.
Upon examination of the patient's foot, I can appreciate there's an ulcer at the bottom of the right foot of the patient. The ulcer is regular in shape, 3 by 3 centimeters in size. It has a punched out appearance, and the floor is filled with a slight amount of slough tissue, and there's also granulation tissue present. Upon palpation, the ulcer is non-tender and not warm to touch. The depth is less than 1 finger breadth, and the base is hard and not indurated. There's no discharge upon palpation. Okay, Miss Rachel. So I'll be. Okay, Can you feel this?
Yes.
Okay. How does it feel?
Sharp.
Okay. So I'll be poking the same thing on your leg lah. I need you to just tell me whether you feel it or not lah, and whether is it equal on both legs lah.
Okay.
Okay. Can you
Yeah.
feel it?
Yeah. Can. Yeah, stop. I cannot feel already.
Okay. Here.
Yeah.
Okay, one more time.
Mm.
Can you feel it?
Can, yep. Yeah, around here, not so
Okay,
much.
so around this area. Alright. Same thing here.
Can, yeah. Less, but still can lah.
Okay.
Yeah, here not so much.
Not so much. Okay, one more time.
Can, yep. Yeah, less already.
Alright. Okay. One more thing. Okay. This one. Okay. Sorry. This one I'll be moving your toes, big toes, up. This one is up. This one is down. So I need you to just close your eyes and just tell me whether I'm placing your toe up or down.
Okay.
Is it up or down?
Up. Up. Down.
Okay. One more time.
Up. Down.
Alright. Okay. So that's it, Miss Rachel. Yeah, hi Miss Rachel. Okay. So we just now examined your leg, right? Okay. So I think based on the examination, I would say what you have me now is what we call diabetic foot ulcer lah. It's quite common also lah in patient with diabetes. Okay, and because since you mentioned you had a incident during the outside place, right? And then you had a wound, and now since your diabetic control is a bit uncontrolled, so it's that's why it's hindering the the wound healing process lah. So that's what we call diabetic foot ulcer. And actually it's quite good for you to come at a very early stage lah, so that we can help you with that. Okay, but so you don't have to worry much about it right now, but just need your assurance in following our process of management lah. But before we proceed to the management, I would like to do a few tests on you, blood tests. For example, I would like to do like a full blood count, and then full blood count to check whether if there's any infection in your blood as well. Okay, just to rule that out. And then at the same time, I would like to do a random blood sugar, to check your current glucose level, whether it's high or low. And then I would like to also do we call it HbA1c. It's an indicator for 3 months period of your sugar in your blood. Okay, so that's also to know whether your blood, your glycemic control is good, poor or not. Yeah. Okay, because I see some of your old records are not with us, so it's better to do another time so that we can clarify on your sugar control. And probably I would like to also examine your other leg also and so that to not miss out any of the wounds that you have. Okay, so you do not need to worry much about just how I mentioned about amputation and everything, but we really need your cooperation in this so that we don't develop to that state. Okay, so that's all. And in terms of management, so for now, what I would like to do for you is to do some dressing over the wound. We'll apply some antibiotics and do the wound dressing. We'll do it here in the clinic as well. But for further follow-up, probably I'll refer you to our specialist, and then so that you can have your proper wound dressing from time to time. And at the same time, for your pain, you mentioned just now, we'll give you some painkillers for that. You can take it when needed, no need to take every time, so only when needed. And like I mentioned, so I'll refer you to the specialist to talk you more on proper management of your wound. But also one more thing I would like to remind you is on your diabetic control because when you have a wound and your sugar level is not controlled, it can really difficult the process it will make it difficult the process of wound healing. So what I would like to suggest you here is to really comply to your medications because you just now mentioned you're not taking your insulin now and then because of your busyness, right? So that's very important for you to comply so in case you forget to put on your insulin, so we have apps in your phone nowadays, so that we can use that to keep track of your insulin application or you can even tell your husband or anyone at your home to remind you to take your morning your dose and at the same time the evening dose. So therefore I would like to refer you to our diabetic care nurse so that she'll explain and teach you on the proper technique of insulin application so that you don't apply the wrong way for your insulin. And I also like to advise on your dietary intake because I see you don't have a proper control over your food right now, and from your previous records you've never been referred to any nutritionist, am I right? Okay, so I'll also refer you to a nutritionist and they'll teach you on the diabetic food plan so that you can follow that in your future, and it will help you in your diabetic control and okay. And for your food management, right? So it's very important to check your footwear also meaning the shoe that you wear and the proper care of your foot So I need you to, this one will be further explained by the specialist as well. I'll just tell you just in case, you have to take care of your foot very well. Every day you have to have a look at your leg, whether there's any unknown wounds or any ulcers in between your fingers and everything. And then check your nails, whether there's any changes in your nails, and check your shoes, whether it's too fit or if there's any small pebbles or anything in your shoes. Is very important because you don't want that to cause more discomfort to you And at the same time, you can apply some lotion or anything to keep your legs very moist and not dry or easy to get injured. And if there's any ulcers that you or wounds that you look at it when you inspection, so you inform during your follow-up to your nurse or go immediately and tell them about your wound okay. And also I need to tell you, this is just for your safety purpose, in case during your this management period, if you experience any fever, any chills and rigors, anything of that sort, or any breathlessness, something like this, immediately you have to go to the emergency department to get you checked, because we don't want the infection to spread into your bloodstream or anything okay. So I think that's all for your consultation. Do you have any questions to ask in the future? Okay, so you understand what I mentioned so you don't have to worry, you just have to be cooperative, and time to time if you have any questions, you can always come back and consult with me or any other doctors as well. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay.